Sorry, I gotta like grip the mic, or else it'll go all rattly, and I need a new one. So if you see me fist in the mic like this, you know why. I thought I would come at it from a different angle, like we're standing. Maybe not that. I unplugged the mic. I can get a little dodge and weave. I'm back. We recently went camping for a few days, so that's why there hasn't been a video in a week or so. But I thought I would come back and I would talk about, I have to talk about it. Andrew Tate, absolutely taking over the internet, specifically TikTok. But it's crazy. I've never ever seen somebody go from kind of like, I don't want to say a nobody, but not very popular on the internet, specifically TikTok, to like climbing up and like being the most talked about thing on the internet. I don't know if I've ever seen it before. He's taken over the internet and TikTok by getting on these podcasts and talking to these people and saying these things that people nowadays, quite frankly, are afraid to say. They're afraid to get talked about on Twitter and get canceled. And from where he started from, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care if he gets canceled. So what? He'll go back to doing what he was doing before, and he's still rich, and he's still got money, and he's still got like his life doesn't change if he gets canceled online. Is what I'm trying to say. So I think he's come on and he's I don't know if purposely, but he's words these things in such a way that gets a big reaction from everybody online, and specifically the people that he talks to on these podcasts, on these shows, like Aiden Ross. And he's done a good job of networking with all of these big people that are very popular right now. And I think he's hilarious. I think he's so funny. He's charming. His stories are thought out and well worded. He's very articulate. And he kind of doesn't, nobody can get him to like sway from his path. He always says whatever he thinks, no matter what. And I think, number one, it's very respectable. It's a thing that not a lot of people do nowadays. Whether it goes against popular opinion or what people think or how people feel, he don't care. He's gonna say it, and he's gonna mean it. Now, do I think that people should look up to him? And he has like a course online that he charges like $50 for. And he's making millions off that right now. Do I think people should look up to him and try to be like him? In a sense, yeah, I do. I think that a lot of people have lost the ability to say what they think and to go against the crowd and go against the opinion, even if they don't agree with it. A lot of people will just fall in line and not talk about things that are sensitive to people, or not make jokes about things that people might get offended over. And I think that, going back to the 2012, internet lobbies, the modern warfare lobbies. If we look back on it, I think those were good times, right? People didn't care. You got so mad at Call of Duty that you just said whatever was in your brain, whatever you were thinking, it came out of your mouth because you died to the camper 6 times in a row. And guess what? Now you're gonna threaten his family. That's just how it went. And I think that people need a little bit more of that. They need a little bit more backbone, especially on the internet. It's the internet. That's what it's for, right? Nobody's going to come up to you and slap you for saying some unpopular opinions or saying, whatever the hell you want to say. Nobody's going to confront you in public. Now, if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, have you been living under a rock? Where have you been the past month? You must have thrown your phone and it got smashed by a rock in the Mississippi River and lost to time and space. He got sucked through a wormhole where TikTok doesn't exist, right? You must be living in the multiverse where TikTok was never created and the Chinese government could never spy on us. But even if you've been on the internet in the past month, you have to know who Andrew Tate is. I don't know how you don't. My TikTok For You page is filled with it. And all the controversial stuff he might say, you listen to him, and he's so convincing in his wording, he's intelligent, and he portrays that through conversation. And you could sometimes you're listening to him and you go, is he right? Is he right? Like you'll catch yourself thinking that be like, holy shit, he's a sexist and whatever. And then he'll say something like, a relationship, right? People play different roles or whatever. And you're like, he's got a point. What the fuck? He's right. And do I agree with everything he says? No, of course not. I'm my own person, and I'm not one of these internet goblins who just regurgitates things they see online. I think he does make a lot of good points, and that's just my opinion. I agree with him. I happen to agree with him on a lot of the things that he says, but a lot of people don't. And hey, that's all right. I don't care. It doesn't really matter if you agree with what he says or not, but how he says it and the meaning behind it and how you can tell that he's genuine and he really believes the things that he says, not just online, but offline too, if you were to talk to him. I think it's a good thing, and I think it needs to come back more. And recently, Sneeko, I don't know too much about him, but I've been seeing him all over TikTok recently, the past few days. And it's not even him making a TikTok account. It's fans of him making TikToks and taking his YouTube videos out of context, easily consumed in short form, right? So you don't have to watch the whole video to get what's going on. So you can take these little clips, these little snippets, and people still know kind of like the point of the video. But I think that kind of content where these fans will create accounts dedicated to it. Now, TikTok, you're not going to make any money anyways. It's mostly for exposure because they pay so little. So if you can get people to make videos for you on TikTok, it's free advertising. It's free exposure. It doesn't matter about the money because TikTok pays like breadcrumbs compared to like YouTube and the Twitch and these other things. Like, it doesn't even matter. You might as well not exist on TikTok. But I think that these people, they figured out the new strategy and the new wave, if you will. I don't even think Andrew Tate has a TikTok account. I think that it's all people taking clips from his videos and all the things that he's done online and just posting them. Because, number one, a person not going to copyright you, especially on TikTok. Number two, you don't get paid really anything, so you're just getting exposure. It gains you a lot of followers because people like him. And it gains him way more exposure on YouTube and on Twitch and all these things that he's actually doing and making money from. Especially his course. Oh my God, he's got to be. If he wasn't rich already, which he was, he's got to be loaded now. That course, $50 a month, 250,000 people signed up. It's crazy. But anyways, I had to jump on here and talk about it because everybody's talked about it. And one of the people I really like, Ludwig, he's got a couple mil, easy. But he said it's a bad thing that these people look up to him. And I think he's wrong. Maybe not the literal words that he's saying should be taken and put into practice, but I think the idea and how he says it and how he comes across to all these people, I think it should be taken and it should be implemented into how people talk and how people think and how people kind of come to terms with these issues and whatever your problem is. I think you should not be scared to voice your opinion on a certain subject just because other people might think that it's offensive or that it's bad or they might disagree with you. So on that note, I'm going to end it with a controversial topic. Let's pick one out of the air that I don't really care about just to upset some people. I hate babies and I think they should go extinct. All right, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. If you're a baby watching this, I hate you. Go away. Go poop your pants or something, loser. God.